tabs for what I've just played are in the description if you want to learn it. Today we're going to try and get our sweep started the way I did it back in the day. And the way we're going to do it is by building up. So we're going to start with just 2 strings, then 3, and then 5. This is the full arpeggio that we're going to use. It's the A major arpeggio. Right here on the 12th fret. So it's 12, 11, 9, 10, 9, and then 12. Hammer on and pull off. And back up. But we're only going to do the first 2 strings for now. So we're just going to do 12, pull off to 9 on the first string, and then 10 on the second string. And what we're going to do, instead of picking like that, like you would in normal picking, alternate picking, we're going to sweep them instead. This is the motion that we're going for. Okay, sweeping our pick across the strings. That's why it's called sweep picking, which allows you to play arpeggios at speeds that would be otherwise impossible to play in alternate picking. So look at this hand. Instead of doing this, where I'm picking the strings individually, we're going to move the whole forearm rather than just the wrist. So instead of doing this, where it's a wrist movement, we're going to do this, where it's a whole forearm movement. You see when I sweep, my whole forearm goes up. It's not like when I pick where it's this. It's not that, it's this. Okay, that's sweeping. So yeah, what we're going to do is just 12, 9, 10, but we're going to try and sweep that. I know it feels a bit silly to do that because you're not really sweeping, it's just 2 strings, but regardless, that is the right movement. So if you can get that on 2 strings, then you can build it up to more strings. So what we're going to do is that, and just do that endlessly until you can feel your movement being a bit more towards the sweeping rather than towards the alternate picking. You need to feel that. Once you're comfortable, we're going to add 1 string. So we're going to do 12, pull off to 9, 10, 9 again. So, and it's up, up, up. Start super slow. I'm talking like pathetically slow. So like, and just focus on the mechanics. Once you've got that right, try and speed it up a bit. You won't be able to get that speed if you're new, but you get the point. Once you can do that, I would do the same 3 strings, but going down instead of up. So we're going to do 9, 10, 9, hammer on to 12. People ask me all the time if you should angle your pick when going down and then angle it a different way when you go up. The answer is yes, but it's not as pronounced as people think. It's not like you sweep like this going down and all the way like that going up. It's a very subtle movement that for the most part only the guitar player feels. So look at my right hand. Maybe you can see it on camera, maybe not. It's not even like truly angling your pick. It's more like letting the strings angle it slightly for you in each way. So you need to hold the pick semi-relaxed so that the pick can easily be guided by the strings and go through them without getting stuck. If you're too tense, this is going to happen. So you get stuck. You don't want this. You want nice and loose. It takes time, and make sure you don't let your pick stick out too much. Otherwise, it's just going to get stuck. You just want it to stick out a little bit. Play around with your grip as well, because if you're new, you're going to have to figure out your own way of gripping the pick to sweep properly. By the way, this is just a snippet. If you really wanted to get into sweep picking, I put together a whole system. The link is in the description. There's a whole chapter on sweep picking where we go through exactly this and we build it up to proper sweeps. But yeah, this is what I would do to get started. I would just start with 2 strings. Why here and not here? Because the frets are smaller, so it's a bit easier to sweep. Then once I've got the 2 strings, I would go to 3 strings. Then I would do the same 3 strings going down. And then try the whole arpeggio going up. So we're going to do 12, 9, 10, 9, 11, 12. And just practice that super slow. And once you've got that, even if it's super slow, try and do the whole arpeggio up and down. So we're going to do super slow. We're going to do 12, 11, 9, 10, 9. Hammer onto 12, pull off, back to 9, 10, 9, 11, 12. So super slow. Down, 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 down. Up, 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 up. That's it. Just a quick video to hopefully get you started with sweep picking. Again, start with 2 strings, then 3, then the same 3 going down, then a whole arpeggio, and then if you can, a whole arpeggio going up and down. Just take it super slow. Make sure you're sweeping and not picking individually. Make sure the pick doesn't stick out too much. Be relaxed and let the strings angle the pick for you when you sweep. That's it. Please like and subscribe. If you've got questions, just leave them down in the comments. I'll reply to every single one, and I'll see you in the next one.